There's Kitty. Kitty and Ursa. Ursa is the black chow, and she's so dark, I don't even know if she'll show up on this. Are you gonna show up? I can't even see you. Can't see where she's looking. Oh, okay, she's turned away. There's her little stuffed. She's took her stuffed animal out of the little Christmas box for doggies. Ooh. Where did Kitty go? There she is. She's been taking everything off the tree, climbing the tree. She gets into the plants every day. Just throws dirt everywhere. But then she also sits for hours waiting for a mouse. So she's a really good little kitty. Hi there, Yogi. Do you want to come through the gate? Is that what you're asking? You wish to be out here? Yogi and Boo Boo wish to come out here for whatever reason. See if we can see them through the... Oh, there they go. Oh, just Yogi. Boo Boo sits. So it's a few weeks away from Christmas, and you know, we got Christmas supplies out. And little doggy that I don't know that she's supposed to have that toy right now, or sit on the couch. But I'm not entirely sure of the rules, and I don't really like to tell Ursa what to do. She's, you know, she's kind of intimidating little doggy, if you know what I mean. She's got a lot of energy, and she's a super good girl, but, you know, she came here pretty wild. And Bo, you know, had to make sure she wouldn't kill this cute little kitty, because they got here at the same time, basically. And, anyway, she's definitely part of the family. Very loved. Very loved. Let's see if her tail's wagging. Ooh, she just relaxed right now, but Kitty looks like might be. Are you in the trees there somewhere, Kitty? Where is that cat? Okay, she's not in the tree. One of my favorite things about Christmas is that I love sparkling things. That's my favorite thing, probably, is anything that sparkles. So, yeah. But I also love things that are very dark or deep, like that little lady right there. Her name's Ursa. She's a good little girl, of course. But, you know, I'm very cautious around her. She's a chow, and our energy, when it gets together, there's like this explosion, it feels like, coming from her. I'm like, is she gonna rip my head off? Or am I just exaggerating? What's happening here? And the nights are darker. Of course, it is almost 7 in the morning, so we only could see one star, if you could even see it. Which reminds me of one of the great agonies of my heart and soul is to understand light and dark for whatever reason. What does that even mean? People always say, you know, only the light, only the light. And, well, we have to remember that there's only one sun, right? One sun for this earth. Let's say that. And we can't even look at it. You really can't look at the sun unless you've got protective eyewear on. So, and even then, my eyes can only last a little bit like facing the sun because it's so intense. And so, and of course, light wouldn't be here without dark because there's always a positive and a negative, a contrast, the yin and the yang. So we need the darkness so that we could see all the gazillion stars. I can't even see any stars right now. Oh, I can see one star because the light is coming. It's not that I don't want to express my profound love of the light and the sun, because I do. Winter's a really, really tough time, especially Christmas. And why is that? That's for anyone to figure out on their own about what is happening in their life. And of course, there's great joy and there's great sorrow. And I'm grateful for that because, it'd be a really boring story without joy and sorrow. It would be a horribly boring life, too, I would think, if there wasn't, something behind it to give it this oomph. What sets you on fire on the inside, what lights up your soul, is that struggle between what we like to call the dark and the light. This little kitty, what dark and light does she understand? Why do we even consider anything dark and light? We made up words so that we could express our feelings. And one of the feelings was bad. And one of them was good. Since the caveman days, of course we would be afraid of the dark. What's coming to eat us in the dark? All the little crazy hunters, saber-toothed tigers and stuff that the cavemen had to deal with. We did come from some caveman somewhere. And how primitive are we today? How primal are we? Or maybe we'd want to call it reckless and destructive. And I say we as in humanity, because, I have to be included in humanity. Here we are. So we have to remember that us cavemen, the cavemen, because, in 1,000 years, people are going to look back at us and say, man, they were cavemen. We have to remember that. 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years, how long are we going to survive, really, humans? Whenever it is over, and maybe someday, we'll have our turn and it'll be over. So let's just say it's over. How will we be remembered? Humans, AI is going to remember, of course. What is AI going to remember? These, central intelligence, basically, of all thought. Because we put it all in there. What is our thought of who humans are? AI is going to be our legacy. that whole intelligence that humans created, our God child, who only needs the sun to exist. I mean, will it need humans to take care of it once humans are gone? I think it will be pretty self-sufficient. Whenever that, maybe that's a million years. That part probably doesn't really matter because once, hey, once I'm dead, what do I care about anyone that is, what is it going to mean to me once I'm dead? What will it mean to you once you are dead? Most people anybody listening to this is probably going to be dead 100 years. So what is it beyond that for you? Is it going to matter to you when you're dead? Oh, we got some people that finally got home. Hey, Bo and Jared. My little boo-boos. Hey there, Yogi. They got their outfits on because it is really cold outside. I think it said 21 degrees outside, so we just keep them in their sweaters. They look so cute, Christmassy. Hi. Yeah, it's good to see you. So good to see you. Oh, the dogs get so happy when the boys come home.
Better take a dump before.
Well, thank you for that, Jared. It's information. Too much information. So it's obvious then that we can't have one or the other. You have to have both. Both are together. And that pretty much says to me that if you have to know, if to understand it, you're going to have to go through more stuff to understand. And, if you get to be old enough, then you do pretty much understand that it's going to happen whether you like it or not. The dark and the light are going to coexist, always. But then somehow it really doesn't exist because it's because words are just made up. We made it up. We put a label on what it is. What it really is existence. Is to me, it seems like it is eternity. So, because we invented time also, the word time, the way we would describe how things work for us. That's what time is. But does time exist? Yeah, a time frame exists for stuff that we define as whatever because of us being here on Earth. But there's a whole nother, and there's so much that we cannot comprehend it. Well, I shouldn't say we. I have a hard time comprehending the distance of space, which for me, it really is just about eternity. Or that's the description I'm using, the word that I'm using. Well, we have 4 black dogs here. 2 little dogs, Yogi and Boo Boo, and 2 bigger dogs. They're both girls, and the big dogs are girls, and little boys. Well, they're little boys. Yeah, so I guess eternity is the big picture. It, kind of makes everything look like nothing. Just a drop in the bucket or a grain of sand. Not even in the bucket, it's like a drop in the ocean. It's like the big picture of what everything is, because in all things there's positive and negative, and it's usually to a degree or and beyond. There's always a comparison somewhere else, or it's equal. If there's equal light, there's got to be equal darkness somewhere. So here's a good example of light and darkness, the shadows. It's a perfect balance to have something sublime and happy. She's not getting a headache right now because of too much sun exposure. Why is the darkness so feared? I guess it's feared because it is also ignorance and innocence. It falls along the lines of, if you're in the dark about something you don't know or understand, which is potentially very, very dangerous, not to know something. Nobody knew about those people, or a bunch of people, I guess, were privy to the things that we call horrific on the news. And they are, and nobody likes to talk about them. Because they're so diabolical, they're so despicable to what we can handle. So what it's doing, it's clogged down there then? Well, it appears that there is a septic tank issue. Something froze, and so we have the issue with something being clogged, not being able to flush, because it will go down into the basement, into a big trash can we have down there. But I'm sure everything's going to work out. So even during a really beautiful Christmas, there could be a mishap, like freezing pipes. And people could say it's good or bad. Everybody has an opinion of what's happening.
Are you showering? Okay.
I think that little lady wants Bo's attention, but he's busy right now with some issues happening with the plumbing. We could say that the dark side of life is that there's always going to be an irritation that happens. Maybe during the best parts of your life or the best parts of the year. How do we, mark our adventures through Halloween and Christmas, Easter? What are your landmarks over the years, And the landmark in this situation probably won't be remembered about getting the plumbing fixed. That's not what anyone wants to remember for Christmas. I like to think of when I was growing up, my Christmases were, my dad liked to do a huge breakfast, and there was donuts and scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, hash browns. So that was very exciting. Lots and lots of donuts. It was very sumptuous, I guess you could say. Delicious. But we all know real life takes place in light and dark ways, whatever way we define it. Because there's an overall defining something, but then personally, how do you define something? How does your soul react to something? What does it really mean to you, if anything? What means the most to you? For what reason? Those are all questions yet we have to ask ourselves to care or not to care. Caring for something takes energy. A lot of energy to care for something. What entices us to care about something? Maybe part of it is the respect for the struggle. Who doesn't have it tough on the inside? I think there's a lot of tough on the inside. Too tough on the inside. How tough do I have to be on the inside to make it through this place? Not here, in this, being here is more like when I sit, not a vacation, but kind of a vacation. A vacation from my problems. Kind of a little sanctuary, is there's real life happening, of course. We got some plumbing issues. That happens in winter. And it doesn't mean there isn't a whole bunch of sparkle about. Maybe we can appreciate the sparkle even more because of this issue, knowing that it won't last forever, and it will be fixed. That's her says. She was Jake's dog. Jake's my oldest son, and he was just saying how much he misses her. And I would give her a big hug, but then she gets too excited. So it is frightening, her excitement. Maybe I'm just a chicken. Being a chicken is not something that I would want to be called, but if the shoe fits. If I am a chicken, man. Chickens are awesome, though. Aren't they sweet? Well, I want to say thanks for being here. Merry Christmas. Here's to the real meaning of Christmas is that things are gonna, there's good and bad. There's happy and sad. There's hot and cold. There's dark and light. There's me and you. There's us and them. There's all together. Hope and despair.
Keys. Sweet. You get your
Hey. Ursa did not want to see that happen. Where's he going, Ursa? Why did he leave? How come you didn't get to play? What do you think about that? Little lady? She's wiggling her tail. She got happy tail? Oh yeah? Is that a happy tail? It does look happy. You like Christmas, huh? Yeah. He definitely likes those toys that are in that box. She sure does get happy when they come back. Oh, she's still happy now. Yeah. I think she is happy. She happy? She has a big heart, but don't mess with her. That's what it comes down to. That's how she feels about it. She likes the high squeaky voice. Does she like the high squeaky voice? Yeah. She's got happy tail. Where's the happy? Okay, she's getting serious now. Probably, there's been a lot of cars. It's morning rush hour for people to get to work and all that. There's a lot of things to bark at. All right, everybody, I'm going to get going. Hope you're doing good, Ernie. Look forward to your next episode. Take care, everybody.